Right now we're down on Phillip Island. This is Cowrie. Anyway, there's a few things that all diabetics need to do, talking about type 1s here, before they go for a surf. I've attempted this vlog a couple of times, so I'll be cutting back and forth, so please keep that in mind. But I'm just going to condense it all and try and get it out to you today. So usually when we go surfing, you want to take a couple of things, the essentials. What are those essentials?
Wetsuit, wax, board, towel, change of clothes. Oh,
We've got our boards. Sunscreen. They're the basic essentials you need for surfing. But for a diabetic, you gotta remember a few extra things. Okay, when you find your surf location, these are the top things diabetics need to know. Alright, first, tip number 1. Check your blood sugars. I know as a type 1 diabetic, I hate being told, check your blood sugars. But the amount of times I've gone out for a surf without checking it, it ruins the surf because you don't know if you're high or low, or you're just nervous about the big waves. Make sure you know what your blood is. I'm just gonna check mine. Good to go, 7.4. You want to be a little bit higher because you could drop while you're out in the surf. Tip number 2, surf with mates. If you know what you're doing, by all means, keep surfing. But if you're learning how to surf and you have type 1 diabetes, hey, it's actually more fun to surf with mates. Make sure they know you're a type 1 diabetic. Tell them where your stash is and where the sugar is in case of a hypo. Tip number 3, take snacks. Put them in your wetsuit, leave them in the car, give them to your mates. Actually, don't give them to your mates, there's a good chance they'll eat them. Just take snacks and let your mates know where they are. I've got some Aldi Chewy muesli bars and some honey. Tip number 4, be sun smart. Wait, be sun smart with your insulin. Your insulin, you don't want to keep your insulin in the car because on a hot day like it is today, you could fry your insulin. So what I'm gonna do, I don't have an esky with me. I don't really plan to take it down to the beach. And if you're like me and you're stuck without anything else, what I do is I roll it up in a towel and just leave it at the bottom, insulated, out of the sun. If you have your windows cracked, it should be okay. Tip number 5. Now, tip number 5 is more of an after the fact, after surfing. If you've gone out for a big surf, tip number 5 is be mindful that you went for a big surf. Don't hypo. It's the after surf hypo. It is when you've burnt up all that energy, catching some barrels, being spitted, and just paddling your heart out. Surfing takes a lot of energy. So be mindful about that. And then, you know, you go out for dinner, you shoot up your normal amount for whatever carbs you're eating, and then you wonder why you're hypo a few minutes down the line because you're knackered. The after surf hypo. It happened to me a couple of times. I don't know how I'll be able to put all this together, but hopefully it works. Hope you like this video. If you found this entertaining or you've taken something away, go on. Just you know, that one. And if you want to see more, there's another one there. So just come in from a surf and I just want to show everyone that the Libre sensor is waterproof enough that you can go for a surf. I was surfing in a wetsuit to protect it from, I don't know, gushing water, taking it off. And the Freestyle Libre is virtually waterproof. It's just the adhesive. What are you doing?
The entourage!
I think one of your children has just walked in.
It's just the adhesiveness is
The
why I wear a Tegaderm film to protect, to keep the sensor on, not to keep it waterproof or watertight. It's just just keeps it on, so I don't have to worry about it when I'm putting wetsuits on, off, t-shirts on and off. I don't know. It's yeah, still on, still working. And to prove to you that it's still working, and to show you what my blood is.
I also feel like I'm hypoing.
You could be hypoing.
Feeling really low.
Nice. This is what Ula's doing. It's a bit hot, Ula. Did you find a bucket full of water